going to do this live.
Are we sure?
No. Fortunately, I have this in the device here, so if I shake the table, look at it didn't shake it. Or maybe it didn't shake it, I don't know.
Shake it. Okay. Hey, everyone. We're here.
Oh, that's right.
We are live, right?
We are live, and I've got to do that.
All right, let's see.
And then do that.
And I'm going to share this.
Live.
So you can hear me.
Look, one person's watching us. It's you. Luke Weaver is watching us.
I'm my own biggest fan. If you don't love yourself, who will? So...
One person's watching us. It's you. Luke Weaver is watching us.
I'm my own biggest fan. If you don't love yourself, who will? All right, I'm sharing this.
We are in stereo. We're in stereo of in stereo of in stereo.
I'm no longer watching us.
All right.
Okay, so...
Dang it. We have nobody watching us right now.
It'll change. People can't stay away.
Oh, someone's jumping on here. Let us know you're here. Give us a like. Hit the heart button.
People can't stay away. It's like a train wreck in slow motion.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
You can't not watch. Like, I don't want to watch, but I cannot. That's like Rory and I were.
It's kind of like watching the Apple Cup.
In a nutshell. Oh,
sorry, too soon.
Too soon. Too soon for like the last 10 years. Okay.
I do notice you're wearing purple today.
I'm
a little offended by that.
So here's the deal.
Two people are watching. Who's watching us?
I don't know. I'm not. The purple.
It could be Putin.
Could be Putin. We're in cahoots. The purple has nothing to do with the Huskies, though.
Okay, what's it have to do with?
I just like the color purple.
It's royalty. Did you know that? Did you know purple is royalty?
Well, there you go. It makes sense then. I'm not even king of my own house. I can't.
All right, before we start digging each other's
Rachel wins.
This.
Yeah.
We probably should just get the show going. Should we get it started?
Yeah. So
all right, let's get it going.
Yeah, second week in a row. Second week running this. So we're coming from Paris.
Rachel, Christy, we're actually coming from Paris.
Yeah, this is actually a window.
Sorry, guys. We'll be home in time for dinner, though. Don't worry.
We'd actually rather be coming to you from like Anthem or somewhere cool like that because it's always fun. But this is where the day has led us.
Yep.
So we spent early this morning with our good friend Jacob Hall, the finance genius of the Northwest, right? Our guy.
Yeah, that guy. 1,000 miles an hour, Jacob Hall.
Yes.
Yes. That is the Jacob Hall.
The unofficial mayor of Anthem. Anyways, good stuff. Good stuff coming down the lane with him.
I'm really excited about the things we were talking about this morning.
Yeah.
And if you are a North Mason Bulldog, stay tuned. Because I'm really stoked at the direction of the things that we've got going. So we don't want to say anything yet other than if you're a Bulldog, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it has a lot to do with getting back to roots, getting how we grew up, and not how we grew up. I mean, connecting.
We'd be out of business.
Connecting, yeah. Connecting and really just finding a way to be more involved. I think with our North Mason alumni and supporting each other. So,
just remembering where we're from, where we got started, and all that good stuff.
Speaking of where we were from, we were out there today. So after that, we drove out to where we were from.
What a beautiful day to drive out there.
It was beautiful. Mountains were out. Sun was out. It was great. We actually had a listing appointment today out there that ended up getting moved last minute, and for good reason, though. So our clients, James and Samantha Rohrbaugh, who we helped them buy a beautiful house in Olympia last summer, we are now getting ready to help someone else in their family. So really appreciate that. But anyways, they gave birth to a beautiful baby girl night before last. So big congratulations. She's gorgeous. The pictures are great. Keep them coming. So we're really excited for you guys. So that pushed off the listing. So new life. Right?
Yeah, totally makes yeah. That kind of takes a little precedent over that. So
I'm like, what do you mean you got to go see the baby? We're gonna list a house.
Oh, by the way, we've got 4 people on here right now. We didn't say this at the beginning. If you've got questions, post them down below. We actually had some questions come in this past week, so we're going to get to those questions. But if you've got questions, let us know. We would love to answer your questions live. But if you're watching this after we're done, do like what these people did. Send in these questions and we'll get to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll also, Luke, I think you need to hear a joke my son loves. Oh, Fergus, every week, man. Every week. Now what do you got for me?
Oh, dear.
So this is the great thing about this, though. Like, some people have questions, and Fergus probably is just going to bust my chops a little bit, which is fine. I love it, but it makes the show fun.
Did you see the dad joke I posted last night? Total dad humor.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
My son, I mean, I thought my son knew that punchline.
Yeah.
And when he didn't, and that reaction.
Is there anything better than a stupid dad joke, though?
Oh,
What's your favorite stupid dad joke?
I'm hungry. Hi, hungry.
Okay, here it is from Fergus. What do you call a snake wearing a hard hat? No idea.
A snake wearing a hard hat.
Snake wearing a hard hat.
This is a PG show.
Be careful, Ferg. You're a dad. My kids will watch this later. They think dad's a star of some kind.
What do you call a snake wearing a hard hat?
A boa constrictor.
And there's your dad joke of the day.
Yes, I'm totally stealing it, Fergus.
Fergus, congratulations. Yes. You win absolutely nothing for that joke.
Yeah.
Way to go.
And I'm going to tell my kids that tonight. That's beautiful. We need to have Fergus every week on this.
Yes, we got to have our joke. Yes, we have to have our Fergus
every Thursday.
Joke of the week.
Every Thursday. Ferg, dude, aloha, dude. I love Fergus. When I went to work at Fastenal back in 2006, when I got out of the Marine Corps, Ferg was the first person to train me. He's an awesome guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Ferg, hey, let's talk, man. You're a photographer. You're amazing. He's an amazing photographer. So, yeah, let's connect. Let's do a little networking. Dangerous to invite me. We'll bring you on the show, man. We will bring you on. All right. So anyway, so we went out to Belfair today, right where we grew up, in and around Belfair, Mason County. Beautiful drive. Got a lockbox off a listing that we closed a couple weeks ago. We didn't get to say it last week, but congratulations to the Cables. That's that whole moving into the next phase of life, getting to help people when they get to retire, and that's a big part of it. And so deeply honored that we got to be a part of that. So we got to get that lockbox off, and then since we had time, because the listing got moved, we just drove around, right, a little bit to, checked out a couple listings and, in the old haunts. And yeah, it was nice. It was gorgeous out.
Yeah, it was really cool. I hadn't been over to our place over in Port Orchard in probably about a year. And, some of those stories, let's see, do you think, fellas, this is good, makes me smile, help some people. Awesome.
Thanks, Fergus. Love you, buddy.
Yeah, the thing is with that house that we looked at in Port Orchard, that was the house that our family built back in 2001. Mm-hmm. And it was a great time. We were part of a program, 9 families build 9 homes. It wasn't Habitat for Humanity. It was Kitsap County Consolidated Housing Authority, and it was very similar to it. Yeah. So a lot of sweat equity. The cool thing was families could not move into any of the 9 houses until all 9 houses were done. So everybody had that extra drive to help get all the houses done. And so
community.
Yep. And so we got that done in 2001. Moved in May 2001, and brand new house. It was fantastic. Lots of memories there. Both Jesse and John. That was their first house. I remember we painted Jesse's room this horrible bubblegum pink, and John was this horrible blue, sky blue. And it was one of those things where we looked at the paint chip and we went, yeah, this might work. And then we put it on the wall and went, oh, what did we think?
It's so often like that. It works like that.
But, so many memories there. We brought Kaylee home there. We brought Ryan home there. And, we did a lot. In the 5 years we were there, we put up a field fence, put in French doors, built a side deck, built a shop in the back, or a big shed, playground. Just so many memories there. And to drive by it, we sold it in 2006, and that's another story for another day. When we sold it in 2006, it's sad to see where it was and where it's at now. And I think you brought up a good point, is that first buyer, that first owner of a house, sometimes, and I'm not saying this all the time, but sometimes they'll take the best care of that house in its lifespan. And like I said, it's not always the case, but in our particular case it is. We drove by it today. I took some pictures, and it's not like how we left it.
No, and I think too, I've thought about this a little bit, it's the memory. It also depends, I think, the memories that you're making there.
Yeah.
So for you, right, you brought the kids home there. It's like for my house in Ording, we just, you know, was that 4 months ago we moved? So like 4 months ago, we still own the house. We're renting it, and I've been ready to leave that house for the last 3-4 years at least. And I, you know, it was just like couldn't wait. Just yes. And then it cleared. We got it all cleared out, and I remember going into it, and it was like empty. And I'm looking around, and you know, I'm still doing a little bit of work over there, but every time I go there, I get a little, you know, a little emotional about it because it was the first house that we owned with Maddie, and I brought Lainey home there, and brought Jocelyn home there, and brought Maverick home there, and then, you know, regardless of whether I want to live there or not anymore, there's still an attachment to it.
Oh,
and so,
absolutely.
So anyways, it goes back to I think people are going to love homes for the memories that they make there, you know, and what season of their life they're in that home. So
yeah, and you know, it's just you're dead on. Memories. I mean, I think about waking up on September 11th, 2001 in that master bedroom, coming out to that living room and watching everything play out on TV right there. I think about Kaylee sitting on my lap after I finished putting in that French door and building the deck, and I remember the kids playing. Remember kids playing on the playground, which I'm going to share this now because the statute of limitations is gone. I think, honey. So side story. Side story. So we decide to build one of those wooden play sets in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I go to Home Depot and I get the kit, and we get the moderate one. We don't go extravagant, but we also don't go small. I get the moderate one, and I buy all of the boards for it.
Okay.
I bring it all home, and I cut up the boards to the specifications that it says in the instructions.
Okay.
Okay, so everything's cut up. I get halfway through building this thing, and the missus says, I don't like this. Now, it's not because you think, or maybe it is because you think. I bought pressure-treated wood.
Okay.
Arsenic, chemicals, all these other things.
Oh, yeah.
So I have already cut up all of the boards.
Oh, man.
I can't, like, get glue and put the boards back together kind of thing. So I ended up throwing it on Craigslist, and I got 3/4 of what I paid for it back. So, I mean,
it's not bad
there's worse
for the
things.
health and safety of your child.
Yes. But I turned around and I bought all cedar for it, and then I never treated it. So within 2 years, it was all gray.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know, memories. It's just a lot of memories in that place. A lot of memories, and looking at some of those other houses when we were driving past them, you know, I was pointing out, hey, this about this house, this about that house. Yeah. You know, I just remember building those houses together with those people, and I'm still probably friends with maybe half of them on Facebook, and we've all gone to our different parts of the country, and it's a really cool thing. But yeah, lots of memories in that house.
The great thing about that is and we've talked about this as far as what we want to do with our own business here is just that sense of community. I mean, you started, not only did you get to know your neighbors, but you said it earlier, the sweat equity. Yeah. And so, which kind of brings us to our next point, I think, is in the future here coming out, some things that we have coming down that Rory and I have been working on is we really want to be, and we've said this, it's really about community for us and being involved in the community. So we're going to have some opportunities coming down the road where we're going to take days and go work, food bank, you know, park building or restoration, different things that we can get plugged into, and we would love it if friends and family were willing to join us, and we could get, you know, groups of us, and because that's part of that community, right? That's part of what we're about, and hanging out with friends and hanging out with family and doing good things. And so we'll have more information coming on things we're working on here in the coming weeks, but we'd love for anybody who would like to roll up their sleeves with us to come out and have a little bit of fun.
And I would also say, if you're watching this video, either right now live or watching it later, if you know of something out there that needs help, if there's a park that you know of that needs help, or you know a great organization, a cause out there that could use a little more support, let us know. Because, I mean, it's real easy to do all the popular charity things. Yeah. But what about those charities out there that are doing just as good of work, but they're not getting as much recognition as they should? And those are the ones that we definitely want to help out. Yeah. But yeah.
Some of those local ones, that you don't hear about. Absolutely. So anyway, we'll get more on that, and then we'd love to hang out with you guys if you want to do that. So let's get to some questions. We only have 3 or 4 this week to run through, but we'll get to it. Real quick, congratulations to the Gulhennigays, Jenna and Bob, for winning the Echo Dot from last week.
Yep, we got to get that in the mail too.
So we got to hang out with Jenna and Bob this week. look at a house.
Bob's a Coug.
Dude, Bob's a Coug. Go Cougs. Anyways, we love Jen and Bob, and we had a good time. Got to go have some lunch. Thanks for lunch. They treated us.
Absolutely.
That was so nice of you at our spot down there.
Yeah, they took us to our spot.
Yeah. We tried to show them around, and they insisted. So, anyways, love you guys. Thanks so much. That was great. Really good. Anyway, all right. So, echo dot to them. First question. I've gotten a couple. Michelle in Auburn, I guess, will give credit for this. But do we have any listings coming up? So, which brings up an interesting point in marketing in real estate. Do you want to go ahead?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you tackle this?
So here's the thing. In Washington State, this drives me nuts because I'm part of a couple of different groups across the country, and they get to do this thing called coming soon listings, which they basically can tell you they've got this house at this address with these pictures coming on the market really soon. What can we do here in Washington? You ready for it? We got some listings coming soon.
Yeah.
Done.
Somewhere in the state.
We can't tell you where.
Could be here, could be Colville.
We can't show you pictures.
Yeah.
and even just saying we've got some listings coming soon, that could be tiptoeing a line.
Teetering. So
when I hear these people say, "Oh, just do some coming soon promotions," I'm like, we can't in the state of Washington.
Can't. So anyway, we do have some great listings coming on the market next week.
I could tell you we have between 0 and 100 new listings coming on.
We declined the phone call.
We declined the phone call.
You never
That
know.
should not have come through. I hit do not disturb. That should not have come through.
Kent is running some top secret operations.
I don't know. Kent, whatever.
That's part of live television, right?
You know what it was? It was the man.
It was
the man. He's like, you're talking about listings coming soon.
Yep.
We're gonna have to cut you off.
Department of Licensing.
So the point is,
yeah.
Stay tuned. We're gonna
great stuff.
You'll know soon enough.
Yeah.
That we have between 0 and 100 new listings coming up.
Just say we've been working on some pictures and some cool things, and that may or may not be of cool houses that are going to be on the market. Could just be pictures of Rory and I.
I will give props to Kristen Irons out there for taking pictures at. I can confirm a location somewhere here in the state of Washington. Thank you for taking pictures yesterday. Yeah. I can't wait to take a look at them. She's done pictures for our clients in the past, and she's done a really good job. And you know, the reason I like to work with Kristen, other than she does a good job with the pictures, is that she's a military wife. She's a military mom, and I totally have a heart for things like that, where I can help somebody who does that full time.
Yeah.
Whereas Kristen does work that is equivalent to a full-time photographer, but she still has to go to a job and make dinner and get the kids to bed and all these different things, and that's why I absolutely love giving her.
Kent again.
I'm gonna have a talk with Zuckerberg.
With Kent, yeah. Zuckerberg.
No, not Zuckerberg, because this is an iPhone. Let's see if I hit this. Yeah, well.
From the grave.
See, look, do not disturb.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. So, anyways, thank you, Kristen, for the pictures.
Yeah.
To answer your question, that's about as much as we can answer.
We got some things coming, but that's all we can say. So, all right, next question, and honestly, this is a bit generic.
Okay.
Because we get this all the time. So, I've just gotten asked it like 3 or 4 times this week. So I figured, let's just address it.
Okay.
Earnest money.
Oh.
I know. So real quick, earnest. I'll do it. Think of earnest money as like a refundable deposit, kind of. So you're not really going to lose it. So earnest money is just basically some skin in the game. You saying, we love the house and we're not going anywhere. Can you lose earnest money? Yes. Are you going to lose the earnest money? Probably not, unless you choose to be okay with the idea. Earnest money is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever you decide to put in on an offer. When you put in an offer that just says, hey, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to it so much, I'm willing to put in this money, basically, into a mayonnaise jar, set it aside. That will go towards the purchase of the house, and that you're not going to go anywhere. Now, if something comes back with the inspection you're not comfortable with, or an appraisal goes south, or something like that, you do get your earnest money back. Really, the only way you don't get your earnest money back is if all the things have been checked off, inspections signed off on and agreed on, appraisals gone through, you're getting close to closing, and suddenly you get cold feet.
Yep.
then you're going to lose that $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever it is you put down for earnest money. But outside of that, it comes back to you. So, and if you're in a zero down program like a VA or a Washington State bond, that money will come back to you and at the end. Now, but if you're putting, say you're doing a conventional or an FHA and you're putting like 3.5% or 5% down or 10% down or whatever you're doing, then that just goes towards your down payment. So it just goes towards the house. You're not losing it. It's just going towards the house. Yeah. That's it in a nutshell. It's just a refundable deposit.
Yep.
That you can choose what to do with towards the end. And I've had some people that are VA or a zero down program, and then they choose to put it towards the loan anyways at you know, with escrow. It just sits in the escrow and hangs out and you get it back.
Yeah, and I mean, we put so many protections in place in the agreements that I basically tell people that if we can't get in touch with you to get your earnest money back, you're going to lose your earnest money. I mean, there's so many different ways that you are protected to get your earnest money back. And I'm trying to think, in my 4 years, I've never had anybody lose their earnest money.
I never have.
And it's just a matter of, it really matters at the end of the day who you're working with.
Yeah.
I said it to do not disturb. I am gonna have. I'm calling up Apple after this.
It's not me. I got my phone here.
No, I know nobody in Kent and Auburn.
Nobody.
But I know people who are trying to solicit my business in Kent and Auburn.
Yeah.
Who I've told, leave me alone. Wait, am I taking this? Am I taking the show on a tangent? Sorry.
Could be.
Yeah, but that's it in a nutshell. It's our job to protect your earnest money throughout the transaction.
Yeah.
And as long as we're in communication, there's really good chance, 99% chance that you are going to keep your earnest money.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Awesome. Good question.
Okay, one last question, and then unless anybody gets in, we're going to get out of here.
Yep.
So stop bothering you guys for the day. But hey, we do appreciate anybody who's checking us out. But so we actually, our good buddy Jacob asked us to touch on this. So the daddy-daughter dance. I think a big part of this show and a big part of Rory, anywho, big part of our show and a big part of what Rory and I do is being dads, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's really cool. And so I think anytime that you tune into us, you're going to get something that's dad related, father related. So last week we had the question one of our friends asked about the best thing about, or our proudest moment as a father. We went through that. This week we had our friend Jacob asked us, who we met with this morning, asked us to talk about the daddy-daughter dance. So it's that time of year, right? The Valentine's time where all these communities are doing daddy-daughter dances. They're all over. I had friends going to them all over the place.
Try to call them on your phone.
All kinds of places. Rory's getting fired up. So I'm just trying to call them like 5 times. So hopefully it's not an emergency. They don't like it. They could get on Facebook, right, and just type a message to you. It's an emergency.
I'm serious, man. I'm gonna grab your phone if they call again. I'm gonna call them up and say, "What the frick is going on?"
Okay.
And then they're gonna say, "You want $1 million?" I'll be like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
Publishers Clearinghouse. So Tahoma Homes is now a one-man operation.
I'm just an angel investor.
Yeah. So anyway, the daddy-daughter dance. So I'm glad Jacob brought that up. We talked a bit about it this morning. Thoughts?
Yeah, I love it, man. Our family has been doing it for at least 10 years. It's something that I started with Jessie, who is now a junior in college. I started that with her when we lived in Port Orchard, and I don't know how I found out about it, but they had a daddy-daughter dance over there, and it was an absolute blast. And it was one of those things where I absolutely remember when we did it, I thought, you know what? Nothing else matters right now but hanging out with my daughter. Yeah. Absolutely nothing else matters. Yeah. And it was an absolute blast, and it's been like that every single year. And I remember the first time Kaylee got jealous because she couldn't go. She was still too young. I mean, there's really no age limit, but, you know. But I remember when she went.
Kaylee was crazy.
Oh, she had a blast. And then just each year, you know, I showed you guys the pictures this morning. Yeah. I've got a visual history of the daddy-daughter dance, and it's just amazing to see how the girls changed over the years. And Saturday night we had a great time. I knew you were going to be there. I didn't know Jake was going to be there, and I thought that was really cool to see him and Penelope there, and then to see you and your daughters there.
Colt was there too. Yeah.
And it was just a lot of fun to hang out with your daughters, and you know, Jake made the comment, or maybe it was you had said Rachel made the comment of she'd never seen so many dudes out there dancing on the dance floor, and it's funny what you'll do for your daughter. It's funny how
acting a fool.
Oh gosh, without a doubt, without a doubt. And
you go to any dance club across America or any wedding, there's like 100 women on the dance floor, like 3 dudes, and the rest of us are on the wall with a drink in our hand, right? Just kind of checking it out. We might dance, but probably not. You go to the daddy-daughter dance.
Yep.
Everyone is dancing, and we not a concern, no care in the world about how we looked. It was. I watched a video later and I was like, oh man. It's a good thing it's just our girls, because honestly they eat it up. And we saw a lot of people from the community. I ran into some people I've coached with throughout the years, which is really cool. And a big round of applause to PL Parks and Rec. Really did a smash up job. The DJ was awesome. Just how they worked everything. They had arts and crafts, and the girls could get tiaras, and they had a drawing where the girls had to write down their favorite thing about their dad in order to put their ticket in, which you read that and you start crying. When you read what your daughter says. So, it was just really a smash up job. And quick story. I was telling you this earlier. Lainey, my 9-year-old, her favorite song, like our song, is Tom Petty's "Wildflowers." So, and it's it's kind of a coming of age song, almost like a dad singing to his little girl. And Lainey just adores that song. That's like our song. So I requested it. The DJ was kind enough to play it. So we're out there dancing, which I think both you and Jacob got video of me slow dancing with Lainey to that song. But so she looks up at me partway through it. If I cry, we're erasing this entire video. And she said, "Hey, Daddy, doesn't there like a daddy-daughter dance when you get married?" And I said, "Yeah, there's the father-daughter dance. It's a special dance where it's just you." And she said, "This is the one I want to dance to at my wedding someday." And I was just like, "Totally, sweetheart." I've already got it in the playlist. So, those are the moments,
it's amazing the special bond that fathers can have with their daughters. And I say can because there's some fathers out there that honestly they don't cut it for one reason or another.
Don't rank the title. Yeah.
And I even told Kaylee when I was dancing with her, we were dancing to our song. I was thrilled that they played our song. Our song is Cinderella by Stephen Curtis Chapman. And I told her, as we were dancing, I said, "Your future husband has a lot to live up to." Mm-hmm. And she kind of looked at me. She's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm gonna cry. Walk away. But it's my daughter Jessie. It's the 2nd year in a row she could not make it, and she was sending us snaps because we were sending her snaps about what was going on. She was sending me back snaps saying she really wished she could be there with us, and I know that it really meant a lot to her from the time she was a little kid until the last time she went.
Yeah.
It's, even though it seems kind of cheesy, it means the world to our daughters.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's why I'll keep on doing it. And I even told Kaylee, I said, eventually when I become a grandfather, I'm coming here. Yeah. I'm bringing my granddaughters.
Well, it's funny because Maddie, my 12-year-old, my oldest, she's at this moment in life where she's too cool for school. And the guy with the beard looks like an English Premier League manager called
Shh.
All right.
This is my side gig.
But she's just too cool for school right now, and she wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And I even found out afterwards from her mom that she was complaining about going all day, but she knew that it was
non-negotiable,
not an option to not go. So Google him. And so but I picked her up and went, and then she had an absolute blast, and she was laughing, and she was showing me her cool new dance moves. Flossing, it's called something the cool kids are doing these days. Yeah, I'm like, that's not how it goes.
No.
Anyway, it was much cooler. Anyway, she had a blast, and afterwards she was just like, I had so much fun, and she's been talking about nonstop. And so, I almost had this moment where I thought, oh gosh, what if this is the last year she wants to do something like this with me? But we had a blast, and so big thank you, Parks and Rec, for putting that on. You do a great job. Keep it up. We'll see you there next year. Yep. So thanks so much. Outside that, I don't got anything else.
I think that's it. Yeah, no other questions here. So rock and roll. Yeah. So we'll catch up with you guys again next week. Yeah. We kind of thought today was going to be a video, but that kind of fell through at the last moment. So they said, let's do it live. So we pulled a Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly. Yeah, we did. So anyway, again, as always, thanks for everything, guys, your support throughout our new venture.
Yep.
It continues to pour in. So, and if you have any questions for us, feel free to head on over to Tahoma Homes Northwest Facebook page hit us with them, and then we'll be glad to answer them on the show or get back to you personally. Yeah, or if you need anything from us at all, we're always here to help, even if it's not real estate related. So,
yep, absolutely.
All right, much love. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
All right, take care. See you guys.